all these digital profiles can be linked to a smart business card. So whenever you tap this business card into a mobile device, it will open a profile where you can simply pass all the information. Janus simplifies the finding, the scheduling, the payment of professional services.
And these type of events do get you connected, so do attend these events, but of course, keep a balance. You need traction, you need customers.
Customers are the ones who drive your revenue. So if you're not focusing on your customer and how they have sentiment and think about your product, you're gonna lose your customer base.
All right, so we're going to New York City on a very short trip. It's gonna be nice and sweet. And a friend of mine is actually going to be pitching. And I love going to these pitch events. It's not going to be like Shark Tank, but it's going to be some short pitches, and there are going to be some investors, some feedback, some old friends probably going to meet. And I really like to attend these events. It really keeps you on your toes, really lets you know what's happening, and actually enjoy it. So it gets you stimulated. Fresh green leaves, the greenery after a long winter always leaves a pleasant sight. I love it. So these type of events actually really give you the opportunity to meet really impactful startup founders, entrepreneurs, investors, and you can really see what's happening in this landscape. This is all good, but one thing I've seen is that it ends up happening, especially in the Silicon Valley sphere, that people tend to chase after money. And that is, of course, a very important aspect in a startup succeeding. However, I've seen that numerous founders may forget about their operational roles, and they may go deep into raising money all the time, and they seem to sometimes lose track of the goal or the go-to-market strategies. So that's something you have to consider. During COVID, there was nothing. Everything was shut down. But as you see, people are leaving New York, and I'm of course going into New York. So I have a reasonably easier getting in. Of course, this is a rush hour for people heading out of work. But you can see the traffic, and this traffic runs for miles and miles and miles. And for early stage startups, right? So you have to look to build traction, acquire customers, because that is what will get you your investment. And if the investor looks at your finances and you have customers on board, you have momentum, you have a cash flow happening, then just showing that will be your number one guarantee for you to get funded. So keep your head down, make sure you have to raise funds, and you have to keep people in the loop. And these type of events do get you connected. So do attend these events, but of course, keep a balance. You need traction, you need customers. It seems I hit traffic. Okay, what is this? Free advertisement for sheesh contractors and building. I think they probably don't mind if I, spread their message. Now, I don't want to keep on beating the same drum, but in this early stage, even after you get funding, the biggest thing you can do is just not fail, just not quit. And most startup founders and teams, they run into so many issues every single day, and that they feel like quitting. So the deal is you don't quit, you stay in there as long as possible. You stay in there, keep things running, keep kicking, pivot if you need to, but stay in there. That is actually important, because you never know when are you going to get that one customer. When are you going to have that single leap of faith that you decide on a model that actually going to get you results, or you're going to meet your next partner or a VC that may get your foot in the door. And who knows, this world of AI, so many possibilities. If you can find your right product market fit with AI, I think this could be golden. Now we are going to get on the GW bridge. Hopefully I'm able to get you some good sites, but I'm not really sure with all this traffic. Another issue that I've seen with startup founders or startups is that they may launch ads, but they don't have their system set up. They may not even have their product market fit, right? That's one thing. But they may go into sales, spend money on ads without having a solid foundation, and that could lead to wasted resources. What do I mean by a solid foundation? It means that at least from the beginner standpoint, you have your landing page ready. You have your navigation from your ad to your landing page to your product to your acceptance. You don't have those things ready, and sometimes those are minor things that the founder or the team should actually go through multiple times before they actually run their ads. You could run a few ads if you have money. You could always run ads. That's not the point here. But you need to see at least your flow of customer intake, your customer acquisition process, whatever it is, it has to be dialed in.
Yeah, there's so much construction on either side that I don't think I'll be able to get you some good views, but I think we'll probably get some good views of the Hudson River Parkway. Okay, you are seeing the Hudson River. All right, you can see some buildings at the back. Those many buildings on the left, I believe they are the Trump buildings. Another issue that startup founders face is where are they going to hire? Are they going to hire remote developers or teams? Or they're going to have to hire people locally? Now they have to worry about the cost. People remote may be a bit more cheaper. And you may want to diversify your team with different skill sets. And people in your 20-mile radius may not have the right skill sets. Nonetheless, this is a huge decision that anybody has to make, whether they hire local or they hire remote or they have a hybrid model. Most teams that I've seen these days, they do have some type of a hybrid model. One company, if you remember, Fireflies.ai, and they help out with meetings transcription, I believe. So they are fully remote. I believe Canva has a lot of remote distributed teams. So some residential streets of New York, typical architecture.
All right, we have Christian over here. How are you doing, Christian?
Fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Okay, so he was pitching today, all right? How did it go?
Fantastic. Everybody loved the product. Everybody loved the idea. Many questions, many answers as well. So happy to be here.
That is all part of the game plan, right?
It is part of the human connection. Without that, nothing could be possible.
Absolutely. So he has a program, he has a software where he lets people connect with professionals in a seamless manner. Can you tell me a little bit more about
Yeah, definitely. So Janus simplifies the finding, the scheduling, the payment of professional services. So if you're a part of the general public who needs help, of expert help, such as a nanny, such as electricians, such as lawyer, such as tax help.
And he mentioned such as doctors.
Of course, definitely. If you need a quick meetup or a connection with a certified professional on any field, including health services, that's the place where you look for a professional with the right budget at the right time.
Okay, it's a website or a mobile application?
It's a web app, so technically you don't need to download anything. You can just simply go to janus.com, that's JANUUS.com, and find the professional that you need.
Okay, so are there competitors doing similar things? For example, if I want to hire a lawyer, is there something specific for lawyers? Or what is the unique value proposition that you serve?
This is a great question. So there are specific vendors for specific professions, such as rocket lawyer for lawyers. But there is not a single place where users can find the help that they need when they need it. So, for example, Fiverr. You're not going to find plumbers or electricians or carpenters in Fiverr. Upworks will not allow these profiles to be in their platform. So that's what makes us different from everybody else.
All right. And if somebody wants to get on your platform, do they contact you, or is there an easy way for them to get on board?
This is for free. You just go to janus.com/products and you can just sign up for publishing your services and creating your professional profile.
All right. And where is this startup located?
So this is a New York City startup. We are located in Midtown. So whenever you want to visit New York City, you are welcome to join us.
Okay, great. So are you raising funds?
Yes, definitely. We are raising funds for advertisement and spreading the word. So
great return on investment opportunities. If you guys want to connect, please send us an email or shoot us a message.
Have you had traction so far?
So currently we released this product on February of this year, 15, and we already have overcome the 100 users roadmap.
Yeah. You are moving now. You have
Yes. So now currently we already have lawyers, we have intellectual property attorneys, we have AI developers, we have doctors, magicians, nurses. Yes. And now another amazing part of the ecosystem is that all these digital profiles can be linked to a smart business card.
Okay. All right.
So whenever you tap this business card into a mobile device, it will open a profile where you can simply pass all the information, and you can simply save all this information on the end recipient and create the contact. So all your information is in one single hub. Also, you can reserve my time and book me right here.
Okay, booking time. Is there an online feature? How they communicate?
Such as, so you can actually create a direct link with your end user or with your client by simply placing all of your contact information, such as email, WhatsApp, website, or any other social contact that you have as a professional business.
Okay. How much are you looking to raise?
About $1 million as for now. We have opportunities also to go up to 10 million according to your ambitiousness.
All right, excellent. So basically, all professionals. This is not for possibly trades. This is for professionals, lawyers, accountants, physicians, nurses, anybody who are in the knowledge-based business and you're looking for high-level information and expertise. You can also book appointments. You can possibly look to run your practice off of this and use this as an additional avenue for client generation for yourself. Is that it?
100%. Also, whenever you publish your services, you're going to be boosting your SEO, as the tags will link to the backend of the backlinks on any search engine, and your profile of Janus and your services will come to the top of the search.
AI, you mentioned AI. What are you doing with AI?
So AI is very interesting. We're adding new models of AI so we can connect you with clients that are looking constantly for your specific services, as well as helping you create your services with automated input of AI so they can render your services and they can have better titles or better posts or headlines.
Excellent, excellent. All right. Really nice talking to you. Again,
Thank you very much.
Where's your website again?
Janus, JANUUS.com.
And where can people find you? Do you have a LinkedIn profile? Where can people find you?
Janus, of course.
All right, so there's a contact information page over there. You can contact him.
Definitely.
Contact his team. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we have Tova here, and she has a very unique model. Tova, how are you doing today?
I'm great. It's so nice to meet you.
So you were pitching today, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, excellent.
I was.
So she actually has, what she does is she helps companies, startups actually satisfy their customers, and she brings out the best go-to-market value and propositions so that startups and companies can actually say, hey, that's my customer, I need to please that customer, and this is how I want to please my customer. And that's what she does. Is that it?
Yeah, so depending where you are on your startup journey, you have to think about your resources and how you're going to drive your revenue. You really want to focus on intentional things that will drive revenue. So I help you understand what are those customer-facing actions that are going to drive revenue at that point in your startup journey. I help do a gap analysis, and then I would do an evaluation and kind of create a framework where you can act on and engage your customers with.
Great. So this is a skill that a lot of startups struggle with. And have you seen some disaster stories, or you went in and, okay, you found problems. They really did not know who their customer was, or their customer, huge issues. Have you had problems? Yeah.
Yeah, so the reason why I'm doing this, because I have over 2 decades of experience working in commercial and corporate. The problem that I had and I found in my role as a head leader in customer success was I was inheriting problems I couldn't fix. For example, a customer of mine did not have the technical stack to ingest and work with our product. So yes, they had a product, a solution. We provide them a solution for one of their problems, but then they could not work with us on a technical level. So that was not a good customer fit. So it didn't matter if I offered the product for free, they couldn't work with us. Another time I've been working with different set of customers where they have corporate compliance and governance. And in order to execute, it took 3 months. So now the level of effort to work with our product took 3 months. So no one was going to work with it. So you have to think about everything holistically from your customer, not just the problem you're solving and the product that you're using to execute, but also how does that work within their framework, within their workflows, and within their processes.
Right. So the biggest problem that tech people have, and even myself, even though I consider myself a physician and I talk to my patients directly and I have an idea, but when you're in the tech field, you are so busy with tech-related stuff that you forget about the customer aspect.
So, and that's the biggest thing. Customers are the ones who buy. Customers are the ones who drive your revenue. So if you're not focusing on your customer and how they have sentiment and think about your product, you're going to lose your customer base.
Right, exactly. So where can people find you?
Yeah, I'm on LinkedIn at Tova Feldheim. My email is tfeldheim, TFELDHEIM @gmail.com. And I hope with this post you could add my contact details.
Okay, can you spell your name out for them also?
Yeah, it's Tova, 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 last name Feldheim, F as in Frank, ELD as in David, HEIM as in Mary. There are not many of me.
All right, excellent. I never heard this name before. I actually had to ask her 3 times before I got her name right. Okay.
Not a problem.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. I look forward to chatting.
Yeah. I'm hoping you got a little bit of perspective from these 2 startup founders that we talked to. And one thing that I noticed that when I was asking people that, hey, do you want to pitch on record here, and I can do a little bit of marketing for you as well. So they said that no, because even though they have raised funds already, they try to work their regular job in the daytime, and they work on their startup in the evenings, weekends, or whatever time they have. And some of these guys, they actually got funding. So this is a story that I think you should share. Some people say you gotta leave everything and work on your startup. Yes, that could be feasible for some people. For most, it may not be feasible, but there are people out there who are doing it. So I believe we are walking through Koreatown here. Yep. That's it. And since COVID, there has always been extra seating outside. And this is, of course, taking up some parking space. However, I think it has been legalized in New York that they can maintain this and serve more customers. Let's see how it looks. Pretty nice. The stars and stripes. So what is this? Bubble tea. Lots of bubble tea. I thought bubble tea was a Chinese thing. All right, so that is the Empire State Building right behind us in all of its glory. But one thing that was clearly evident from this startup pitch event, and all the 7 startups, they had an element of AI. And of course, we know that AI can't do everything, right? You have to really fit the need. You have to really make sure it's actually useful over there. And this is what's going to be. All the tools that we're developing, all the tools that we have, GitHub Copilot, generative AI for creative work, different knowledge retrieval systems. This is how software development will be transformed and work is going to be done. I believe that all of this will change the way we work, making our processes more efficient and creative. Okay, what is that building? That is some building under construction, and that is fairly thin. I don't know.
All right, so this is New York. So there's a garbage bag that I have to pass by. Okay, that's New York for you. And there's a car on my left trying to cut in for this turn. I'll let him come. It's okay. It's a Mercedes. It's okay. I'll let him come. So where I'm from, we give people room. So I had given the Mercedes a bit of room, but then this, it's okay. They need to survive and live too. So he just came into the middle. But that's fine. Okay with that.
So there is an analogy that somebody once told me, and this is for startup founders. So startups actually require a lot of energy, effort, resilience, right? And it's like jumping off a cliff with parts for a plane, and you're actually looking to put the plane together mid-flight, and you're hoping that you don't fall and die, crash and burn. So be prepared for the ups and downs, right? So I think that's the name of the game. And Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, all these people, they went through this, they went through hell, and they succeeded. Not everybody's going to succeed, but those who do will, reap the benefits. And they will be noted at least for 1 or 2 centuries. Not more than that, right? Because everybody forgets. Unless you were really important, everybody forgets. But anyways, keep kicking, keep moving, and do not close shop.
we are on the way back.